sensitive to them.
Welcome to the first episode of Work Wednesdays, a podcast that helps you navigate through the ups and downs of your life, your career, your spirituality, and more. I'm Rashad, one of your hosts.
Carlos Stevens, one of your hosts.
DQ, one of your hosts.
All right, so, man, this is meant to be motivating and insightful to people. You know, it's whether you in the professional world or whether you just getting started in the professional world. But we want to shift into a real insightful conversation right now. You know, us, and when I'm talking about us, obviously black people, taken away from one another, like not uplifting one another. And so I'm posing a question to you, Quez, you, Shad. Why y'all think we pull from one another, like, and don't uplift one another?
Jealousy.
That's a good one. I just think we lack wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I think that's the biggest thing for us. As people of color, we just been behind. Jim Crow. The list go on. The list go on and on about just the difficulties that we face, our families face. The forefathers before us have faced, and I just feel like it's just generation trauma. A lot of stuff we just don't, we're not educated on, we don't understand. I think that's the lack.
But I mean, I know you said jealousy, Shad. Then Quez, you talking about. I mean, it's a list of things, Jim Crow, but I think we all know too at home. You know what I'm saying? And to be real, when we say at home, we often say parents need to tell their kids this, that, and the third, but what about if they don't even know? Like, how do you face that?
I mean, everything on this topic really revolves around education because the parent only knows what they know, so they can't teach the kid anything that they don't know.
Facts.
I mean, I think it's 2024 is no excuse for that. You have Google, you have AI, you have all these different outlets that, you can educate yourself on.
So do you think it's a sense of now, especially with this generation, they smart anyway. So do we think it's a sense of not necessarily holding the parents so much accountable now, but it's out there for the kids to learn on their own? Is that what you're telling me?
I feel like education doesn't stop when kids leave school. I feel like it goes on before you leave home, you get to school, and when you get back home, like a kid should be learning something. Not even just things about the book, just life skills, cleaning up behind itself, the daily things they should do to just be a better person because, you get better by doing the little things. It's just whether making your bed up every day or, clean up after yourself. It starts with that. Discipline.
But, and I know you said it starts with that, but how do you, in learning the basics at home things, how do you incorporate that so when they get out in the real world, they get of age, 17, 18, 19, they have enough discipline to know, man, I gotta help my kind, and not just we talking about us. Of course, you want to help everybody, but how do we embrace helping one another as black people?
I think first and foremost, just treating people how you want to be treated. That's the number one thing. When you in these situations and you in these learning environments, because you're gonna learn forever. If you think you know everything, if you think you got everything figured out, you might well hang it up. You know what I'm saying? Because truthfully, it's people who 70, 80, 100 years old, and they learning something new every day. So for you to, to kind of give an excuse like I already learned it, I already know. That's that's what I'm saying. The mindset in itself, where where we got to change. And I think the first thing first is really, kind of just opening up, having conversations, and letting people know like, hey, I done been in this situation. I done been broke. I done been, hungry. I done had that. I know the feeling. I know, those emotions. You mad and you just want to, react. You just want to do stuff. And a lot of times, we just lack emotional intelligence, and that's going to learning, learning different things, and
That's big.
learning different things, how to cope with certain situations. And like I said, it's a lot of trauma, whether you deal with it yourself or your parents deal with it themselves. It's trauma just all around that we don't really talk about as a a community really. So I think that's like the first thing, just open up and having the conversation.
Let's be real though. As black guys, we all know, and I can't say y'all grow up like that, but I know a lot of black guys, because I hear it all the time. We grow up taught not to express our emotions. And I think that being taught like that, it carries over to adulthood where, like Quez said, the emotional intelligence, you ain't got it because you haven't been taught how to be emotionally intelligent. And so that leads you to doing some things taken from each other.
Yeah.
It ruins lives.
Right.
I mean, that kind of goes to, really, I just think experiences. I feel like I failed a lot early. That obviously helped me out, just in my career. I'm still a long ways away. I got a lot of living to do, but just my short time on this earth, I feel like I had a lot of experiences at a very, very, very early age, and that taught me, responsibility. That taught me, to be disciplined. That taught me to, to not go down this street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not to hang with this person, or hey, I seen this person do this. I need to make another decision to not go down that route. So I feel like experiences and just having the conversation and just continue to learn it, because if you see it and you see somebody else do it, you can learn from that.
Right.
And that's things that, I 100% did. And I feel like that's, obviously that helped me with my football career. So, you got to take everything you can learn. You can learn something from any and everybody, regardless if they homeless or they got $1 billion, you can learn something. What's the saying? A broke clock right twice a day.
Right.
So you can always learn something. It just matter, you got to just have that mindset to be able to take the good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the slippery slope.
And I don't think we in that mindset a lot, you know what I'm saying? Really just benefiting one another. And I want to ask both of y'all something. We talking about us taking away from us. Have y'all experienced something where y'all was in a situation and somebody took away from y'all?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, we just gonna talk recently because
Okay, I was about to say you speaking on it now.
You know what I'm saying? Since we gonna talk about it, it is Work Wednesday. I'm gonna tell y'all my problem that I had with on my work day. This probably been 3 weeks ago, a month ago. On 2465 Hillcrest Ave, it's the D.O.P.E Center. It's a nice place. It's a new. It's a new spin on the YMCA. It's kind of my spin. So it's the D.O.P.E Center again, located at 2465 Hillcrest Ave, Macon, Georgia. The D.O.P.E Center stands for Denard Opportunity Performance Enrichment Center. It's just a new spin on the YMCA, giving kids different accesses to podcasts, music, clothing, different avenues and ventures that just, I want to speak for all of us. I feel like we didn't have that coming up in the Middle Georgia area at all.
No, I didn't.
So, me being able to be blessed to, accomplish my dreams, one of my dreams, I was able to, make this center and give back in a way to be able to show kids is more ways than playing a sport or being a rapper. You can be behind the camera, you can work the camera, you ain't even gotta, touch the camera. You can do music. It's a million ways to skin a cat, and whatever dreams and whatever goals, whatever is crazy or the wildest things that you can think of is possible. Now, however, this great place located right in Macon, Georgia, 2465 Hillcrest Ave. Again, you know what I'm saying? Somebody took it upon themselves to break into the center, actually. So we was getting ready to open it up for the summers to be able to, let the kids experience it. I was super excited for it when we came back to get ready to open it up. Found out somebody helped themselves.
Not help themselves.
Yeah, I mean, essentially what they ain't called me.
So they help themselves.
Essentially they helped themselves into, the music equipment, the podcast equipment, the TVs, the game room. They basically hit. They got me. Whoever it is, you got me. It's all right though. 'Cause obviously you need it. I'm gonna pray for you, because you don't even understand this. The magnitude of what you just did. You just cost. We just gonna say on a lower scale, just 100 kids, the opportunity to change their lives. Just introducing them to things that they saw on TV, on the internet. That they wanted to experience to see if they want, to actually chase this dream. So that's the thing that I'm kind of dealing with as far as just somebody taking from me, which is super recent. It was it's my personal funds. I don't make no money off of it. It is for my foundation. Again, it's a nonprofit, so I ain't making no money off of it. I ain't charging these kids. You know what I mean? Nothing. So, it's unfortunate it happened. But also, it kind of forces me to come out and have these conversations and let people know what's going on. Also, letting people know as well, like, you can go take everything. You still ain't going to take my spirit.
That's big. That's big.
You still ain't going to take, my thoughts on giving back and showing these kids it's a different way. So it's unfortunate it happened. You can't really let one, mess it up for the
one bad apple.
You feel me?
Right.
Just because, who knows, man? It could be. I know everybody just seen the Kendrick Lamar Drake. It can be a Kendrick Lamar. It can be a Drake walking down, Popular Street right now.
Right.
It can be, LeBron James, Michael Vick, all these, kids. Is plenty of kids walking around Middle Georgia area with talent and just need, some motivation or just an opportunity to even show they can do it.
And I ain't even gonna cut you off there, but
No, you good.
You talk about how that can be motivation, and obviously, if you're watching this, you see my face. I'm a reporter in the Middle Georgia area, so a lot of times I get a chance to go out in the community. I'm talking to a lot of young guys. I mean, I talk to young guys and girls and just hear a lot of their background stories. And what I hear is they don't have a whole lot of motivation. And so when you get somebody like Quiz, who basically trying to be a star in his community, and you come back and you trying to open it up to give resources back that we definitely didn't have when we were coming up, I just don't see how the person who took it didn't think about what they were doing. Like, how was you not bothered? Y'all feel what I'm saying? How was you not bothered by taking away from somebody else's future, essentially?
Selfish. Thinking about itself, being selfish. Not really looking at the bigger pictures, just thinking for the moment, making a decision that could have cost you your life, because it could have been a security on site.
Right.
You can go to jail. Like it just thinking for the moment.
And that's the bigger thing. It kind of go to like we were talking about earlier as far as emotional intelligence. You making this split decision on this thing. Really, you ain't gonna get what you pay. You making all the effort to do all these things. You risking all this, risking really your opportunity to chase your dream on something foolish. So it's crazy. Is kind of what you said. It's selfish, and we just got to learn how to navigate through it. And obviously, you got to, like I said, it's a moment. I laugh it off just because it ain't gonna touch my spirit. Too blessed. You know what I mean? God been too great.
Facts.
And he continue to be great. So that's something. Like I said, it's just really mindset, man. That's the main thing. The mindset. You gotta change it.
So speaking of the mindset, there's these NIL deals now for athletes. I often pose a question to my own self, and I was an athlete, and obviously, not the big star like y'all, but I was an athlete in high school. But looking back now, man, these kids got these NIL deals on the table that they can get, and we talking millions of dollars.
Yeah. Big bank.
Right. Do you question that for the future? Like, okay, we got NFL, NBA, all these sports. Do you think that's a hindrance? Or I ain't even gonna say a hindrance. Do you think that they probably got the mindset of now, well, there ain't no need to go to the next level, because I could just make my million right here. What's the need?
I mean, if you want my opinion on it, that's definitely a thought that came to my mind. If I'm getting paid now, why I'm going to the league? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, it ain't no purpose. That's me personally. The whole reason for me to chase that was to change my life to get bread,
Which it did.
Which it did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But again, now you getting in that high school, you getting in that college, they're gonna change my whole mindset. Actually, just me sitting on the other side of it, me going through my experiences, I wouldn't change it just because it made me the person who I am now. Thinking about it now, it's scary. Just because you talking about me personally. I'm just talking for myself. The NFL is my first job. Mm-hmm. So by the NFL being my first job, I ain't know nothing about taxes. I ain't know nothing about a lot of stuff.
Just financial literacy.
You feel me? Right. And they kind of go to a point now. I'm 21. Technically, I'm still young.
Right.
You feel me?
Early 30s, not to get your age away.
You feel me? I'm still young at the time. Mm-hmm. I'm 21.
And $1 million is not $1 million.
You feel me? And just that that education alone.
So hold that thought. You said $1 million, not $1 million.
It's not. Okay, let's break it down. Since we talking about it, let's break it down. Just say you get this $1 million contract, right? Mm-hmm. Since you get $1 million contract, you're now in the higher tax bracket. So depending on where you stand at or where you live at, your residence, you're gonna get taxed like that. Just say, first of all, we're gonna say Fed taking 40%, right? Fed taking 40. Depending on don't be in California. You be in California, New York. That's another 15-20%.
That's new to me because obviously I ain't been in the league. So
you
that
feel
really
me? So like, say that $1 million. Now that $1 million, we just gonna say we gonna say that $1 million now $500 just after taxes. You done paid $500 for taxes. You got to think you still ain't paid your agent, right? You still got to pay your agent. You still got to pay your living arrangements. That's you. If you ain't got no car, you still got to buy a car. That's crazy. Still got to buy a house, right? And technically, like again, I didn't buy no house my first contract.
What you did?
Like I rented. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did personally. My first thing what I did with my money was I paid for my little sister to go to college. Okay. That was like the big purchase. But everything else, I was man, I'm a hood baby. Right. You feel me? Put it on the mattress. You were like put it in the savings. Don't spend nothing. I was scared to spend. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that kind of my thoughts on it. Just cause you think you have $1 million, like I just broke down.
Right. But you
really don't. You probably got 300. Now that 300, it gotta last you that contract. That's what people don't even understand.
So when you say it gotta last you that contract.
So if just say if you signed $1 million deal for 4 years, that $1 million gotta last for that 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So
this is what people don't know though.
This is what people don't know. Like I just said. After all that, you got to think that $300,000. Now you got $300,000 that you got to spread out of 4 years. Now if you go buy this nice Mercedes Benz, that's $100K.
Right, gone.
Okay, now you go try to go get a house.
Yeah,
that's another 100 gone. Now you got $100K.
But
you still ain't did. Look. You and we just gonna say because we talking about high school, because we talking about high school NILs and college NILs or whatever, right? We just gonna say. You got 100 left. You got that $1 million deal, but you got $100K left after stuff that you technically, because you need a car to drive to work, you need a house to stay in. These are things that you need. These are mandatory. These are necessities. So you ain't even did nothing for your mama or your daddy. Just think about that. Yeah. And that's the first. When I get my check, I'm gonna buy my mama a big crib. I'm gonna buy my mom a car.
Not
Not knowing the actual. So for me, just from the standpoint where I sit at, that's the more thing that I'm worried about because I ain't. Hey, listen, if they go pay you that $1, add 2, cause you deserve it. That's how I feel. They gonna pay you, add 2. You know what I'm saying? Right. And not saying that people don't need to get paid. That's not what I'm saying. People, get your bread.
For sure.
And some.
For sure.
All I'm saying is education,
It's
it
key.
matters.
It's key.
It matters because it's a reason why it's unfortunate. We laugh about it. We talk about it all the time. But you see NFL players, NBA players, rappers, singers make all this money, turn around and be broke just because of they lack education. And the big thing is they don't know nothing about taxes. Nah. I don't want to go long, hard.
No. I
remember my first check. I had to call my agent and tell. I said, "Hey man, this ain't what we agreed to. Something wrong. We missing something.
Missing what?
Some money. Nah, I ain't know nothing about taxes. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking this the number that I supposed to get in my bank account because this the number that we agreed to.
When you got hit.
Now when I got hit, I called my agent like, "Hey, bro, this ain't the number." I ain't going to training camp, bro.
What was his response?
He started laughing. Cause he already knew. He started laughing. He like, hey man, they call. I'm gonna tell you exactly. He cool, real cool. Shout out to Shoppy, Philly dude. I called him like, hey man, I ain't going to work. You feel me? Mm-hmm. These folks ain't paying my money. I ain't going. He just started laughing. He like, hey man, that's Uncle Sam, man. They gotta take theirs
every time.
Off top.
Come on, bro. I was sick, but again. Financial literacy is a big key. It's huge. That make you, man, it's a saying, you rather live like a king for a day, live like a prince forever. And once you get these opportunities as far as NIL, businesses, whatever it is, because it is Work Wednesday, when you get these money increments, because that's what people don't understand. Money comes and goes. Right. That's the whole thing. Money is a tool. That we gotta realize a piece of paper that we gotta put in motion, right? That fluctuate, and you gotta learn how to, turn your money, you feel me, your money river into an ocean, right? That's the trick of keep it flowing.
Let the money work harder than you work.
You feel me? And once you get that, I think that's the case.
Sure, talk about it from your perspective though.
As far as NIL deals,
yeah.
One of the pros of the NIL deals. High school, I think they got to put some kind of stipulation on it because you don't want to hire an agent. You don't want to hire a management firm. You got to put some kind of stipulation on it. College, for me, the reason why I played sports was to make a difference in my life. I'm from Hudson Avenue down the street. Okay. So the things I seen every day was like, what can I do to help me get where I want to go? Like, I want to see things. I want to travel the world. I know sports can help me travel the world. Right. But I wouldn't get no NIL. Well, I kind of did, but we ain't going to speak on that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, man. Never mind.
But man, it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. Because I know, man, like, even now, like, you get a certain amount of money in your bank account, you're like, bro, there's certain stuff that I ain't doing.
Like what?
That's a fact.
Certain stuff, like, I'm not finna get up early to do this. I'm like, bro, it ain't that serious. So you gotta think about it. These kids now, they ain't like we were. Like, social media wasn't big when we came out. Like, it was cool.
Social media wasn't there.
Yeah, these kids now, they wanna look like it. Right. They wanna flash the money. They want 392 Hellcat. Like, we went on that. Like, we can ride anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and things, and also cost of living is higher. So these kids, they can't have $100 and last them the whole weekend. That one night for them. So get your money, but also, man, get your family lawyer, somebody to make sure everything is good, man. Because we, as a minority, we just look at the big number and the big word. We don't look at the fine print. And that's why all the main information is the small fine print at the bottom.
That's a fact.
I'm going to be real with you. Obviously, again, not going to no league, but when I see all of these basketball, football players, obviously ESPN showing such and such signed a 5-year, $250 million deal. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all without being educated. I mean, I'm educated about it now because being around y'all, but before I knew, I'm literally thinking these people getting $250 million per year. That's literally what I was thinking. And I know that probably, I mean, I can sound stupid or whatever you want to call it, but that's what I thought. And I know it's some other people out there.
But you ain't sounding stupid because even if it is 250 million, look what's guaranteed and the guarantees. Like that's what you gotta look at.
That guarantee.
I never made that money, but I got friends that
it's the
play
scripture.
and agents that tell you you gotta look in depth of what that deal includes and what you gotta do to get that money.
Facts. And
basketball and baseball,
Right.
you can go out there and be the sorriest player in the world. You're gonna get all them ducks in a row.
Let me ask y'all this. Now that y'all know what y'all know, and Quay, I'm gonna start with you. Knowing when you looked in your bank account and you told your agent, this ain't it. Like, bro, what going on? Did you get a sense of, bro, I don't know if I want to keep playing football?
nah, I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all.
What you got?
I mean,
What you thought about?
I got a battery put on my back, man. Just cause of the environment. That's why it's good to be around just different people. So me going into the locker room. So a little backstory. I from Tweeds County, Georgia. I went to Michigan State. I got drafted to Cincinnati, where I spent 6 years at. So when I got drafted to Cincinnati, I was the only rookie in the D.O.P.E room, right? So it's 11 people. To put it in perspective, so it's 11 people in the room.
Right.
11 people in the room. I want to say, excuse me, 12 people in the room.
Yeah.
11 out the 12 went in the first 3 rounds. Then the 12th player, he was a late round player. However, he was a 5-year starter at the time. So like he a pro.
Okay.
So that was kind of locker room got into. So when I got my check, obviously, I got a nice check. Super grateful for my check. But when I'm in a room, I was in a room with Pat-Man. I'm in the room with Leon. I'm in the room with Terrence Newman. I'm in the room with Reggie Nelson, Dre Kirkpatrick. These are, all first round guys, right? And these guys, so I used to call it so how the practice schedule go is we practice on Wednesdays. You feel me?
Okay.
So Wednesdays, my rookie year was like my turn, kind of like my turn up practice.
Right.
I was on scout team. I was like, we weren't really playing for real.
Okay.
But I, like how you saying for the checks, I used to have to go get, my duties was I had to go get like the studs for my vets. And I had to pass it out.
So kind of like, would you say JV?
Who?
Kind of like JV in high school? Was it something like that?
I wouldn't say that. Okay. Basically like a young player, you gotta carry this or do this.
Right.
Yeah, so something like that. So, but I had to go, upstairs and get like everybody check stubs, like all the DBs check stubs, and pass it out. So, but you gotta again, man, you should see these boys checks.
I about to say, I know you were looking like
what? Oh yeah, that was like I said, that was my motivation every Wednesday to like go to practice and like really like lock in and love what you do, cause I like, I don't want to talk really. We gonna get in. You feel me? Bring one of my check stubs, my rookie check stubs in, so we can kind of like just break down. Okay. You feel me? That because I think that would be great for the podcast.
For sure.
But man, you should see what these checks. You feel me? What these boys are making at the time. Again, I ain't never seen no money like, you feel me?
Right.
Not. Yeah.
Most of us from down here haven't.
Yeah.
If we're being real.
And what I'm saying, like legit though, like
Right.
a check, bro, where you can take it in the bank and these folks, you feel me? And hey, all I'm gonna say is phone numbers.
It had you feeling like, man, he making what I'm making in one check, and I made this in a whole year.
Exactly. So that's you feel me? Like, in my bro, like you saying, so it's funny you say that because everybody in the locker room are different. It don't really get the same. This is what people don't know. It don't get the same until the playoffs, because everybody get the same playoff check unless you got bonuses and stuff. But yeah, that it did not. You feel me? It did not make me not want to play. It just turned me up because I ain't had none. I had a good check. Let me rephrase that.
You had a good
Let me
check.
rephrase that. I had a great check. It just went, like my peers. You feel me? Hey, stay in your lane.
But you knew you could get that though.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
motivation.
motivation.
Right.
It definitely motivation to a point where you got to work at it every day and really like lock in and work. Like put your head down to work.
Shad, how was it for you as far as like the money?
College? And man, I had a short stint in Canada. The money ain't nothing like NFL, but I mean, some guys make a living over there. And then, being highly touted like your whole life, you look at stuff different. Like you kind of be kind of cocky and you turn certain stuff down. Like the way I look at stuff now, like even if I would do it all over, a lot of things I would have did for the experience and not the money.
That's because you got bought at 13, 14.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like the experience, like I had a buddy, he went overseas to like Germany or something and played. He went over there and played.
Quay said you were bought. Nah, I'm just that's what I'm hearing over here.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro. We're gonna talk about that NIL.
Rest
All
in
I'm
peace,
gonna say is,
Mr. Monday.
all I'm gonna say is how you start at Westside
So
and you end up at Running Robin.
So you saying he not faithful
What do you mean?
to the game?
Yeah, he faithful to that cash. They paid that man NIL. NIL had to pay that man.
So speaking of faithful, then I'm finna put a real spin on this one. In today's generation, relationship, and I ain't just talking about whatever man, girl, friend. I'm talking about friendship across the board. Do y'all believe we're living in a faithful generation?
I think so. You know why?
Why?
My boy right there, he's faithful to his wife, his friends. I've been knowing the man since we were like 5. Like, we get it. We just got into it in Vegas, but it ain't go nowhere. We were like, you know what I'm saying? Like he checked me on something, I checked him. Like we cool.
But y'all know it ain't nothing like
But
that.
it ain't nothing like that.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, even with Quiz, we get into it about something.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm still faithful to the friendship because it's like, I ain't about to try to kill this man because we got into it or fighting. Like, it ain't that serious. Like, we grown men, we can come and talk.
He was sitting here calling you a sellout.
If I make you feel some type of way, pull me to the side. Sure. Hey, man, I feel like as grown men, we need to do more of that.
Nah,
that's a real faithful relationship.
Nah, all jokes aside, I totally agree with you. I mean, that kind of take us back to the top of the show when we were talking about taking from each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like us, and again, I'm talking about black men. I feel like, man, we should be more honest with one another. And it ain't always what you want to hear.
Facts.
But accountability, man, I know for me, the guys in my life, obviously like y'all, like having that accountability in my life keeps me on the right road. Now, obviously, I know as a grown man, I got to do the right thing. Right. But when you have people around you to check you on some stuff, like you said, how your boy checked you on something, there was no love lost. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I feel like that's needed more across the board. Do you feel the same?
Me personally, I feel like the generation different.
What you mean?
They don't like authority.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm the best with authority. I
struggle with that just a tad.
I ain't gonna. I struggle with people who be at those positions and don't know what they doing. And
there we go.
There's a lot of that going on.
Instead of sitting down, living with me, you feel me,
Right.
and having a conversation where we could, hey, this your first time being in this spot. I understand it's different. Boom, 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 boom. We can kind of, have that dialogue. But again, it kind of goes, like I said, it's a different generation. I feel like nobody, like you said, accountability. Nobody want to be accountable. Nobody want to be accountable. Everybody want instant gratification. Everybody like superstars. Like, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't, when we was coming up, that wasn't the case. I don't know if it got anything to do with being faithful, because realistically, I think they look different for everybody. Just because, like, that's an anomaly. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
For you to have a friend since you was a kid, that's rare.
Very.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially these days.
100%. So it's like, I understand you just because we come from the same, stuff. Like I'm still cool with all my sandbox friends. Like we still in group chats and everything. We still can check each other and everything. I think that's why we continue to sit at this level and continue to give back, continue to level up, continue. You know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding because of the actions. I just think like this generation, they don't know what faithful is. That's why I say I feel like they pick and choose. It's only when it's beneficial, and just not to be like super off the topic, but just going on topics that's going on in the world today, right? And something that's just close in Atlanta, you just see the stuff with Thug, where
the trial.
It's a trial where technically I don't know too much about it. All I know is the kind of like the circus stuff that's going on the internet.
Right.
What's going on now, but that's a same situation where you saying faithful relationships where was they faithful? It don't really, you know what I mean? Because technically somebody sitting down. This man is sitting down, been in jail for 3 years, 2-3 years, however long.
Been a minute.
No evidence.
Bond, no, you know what I'm saying? And the man got a family. The man was, technically, from what I know, from what they even showed on, the stuff they even showed on social media and everything, he hasn't done anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just conspiracy. It's he say, she say.
Right. So I'm YSL. I just shot somebody.
Oh, nah.
That's all it is.
That's
all it is. Just an example.
I'm not nothing.
I'm not YSL, but
let's get this clear.
That's what
I'm nothing.
That's what conspiracy is.
I ain't got to say.
100%.
You got kids.
100%.
You got kids, bro. You got lyric talk. You got kids and pictures. My homeboy had to check his son, bro. His son 15. He doing the slime thing. The picture on Instagram put slime like, bro, you got to take that down because you don't even know these folk, but they see your Instagram, they coming to get you.
They coming to get you because you don't even understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And they kind of go to a point where, like I said, even with Thug, like people can say they doing all this stuff. They ain't seen them. They see that man perform. This man is an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, and it's crazy. Just like you said, when all of me saying YSL this and slime this and woo this, that, and the third.
So you think
can
just hearing that and just associating?
I mean, again, I think you just is part of the culture. It's like, and there what we got to understand. There's like, you see it. It's part of. It's just hip hop culture. The same thing happened in the '90s. Same thing happened in 2000. Same thing gonna happen 2024 and so on. It's music. We supposed to like. It's entertainment. It's the same as. What's my guy who just passed a couple years ago who created Snowfall? I mean, he made all these. What's his name? John Singleton. That's his name. John Singleton.
Yeah.
When John Singleton made Boys in the Hood, he made all these. These movies replicating what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people miss those clues out of Boys in the Hood. A lot of people.
Because they seen something else.
But yeah, they see people overlook. They just see the bigger picture, like they see the killing and all this, but they don't see Trey Daddy telling them, hey, if y'all don't buy nothing over here, they finna just push all of us out of here. Gentrification been going on, bro. It ain't just happening.
But this is, again, that go to education.
Yeah.
You feel
right.
me? And education and, having a conversation. Like, some of that stuff is our fault too. So, these folk who outside and these folk who off the port, go back on the port. Go have that conversation with your grandma and your granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? Have that conversation on, okay, you bought this at this time. This, you know what I'm saying? What should I do next? What should I invest in? Because, these folks ain't been here all this while, man.
For no reason.
For no reason. And, just me seeing the world now and me being able to travel, we blessed to even, you know what I mean? If you wake up, if you hearing this and seeing this right now, you blessed.
It's for real.
So I'm gonna get a shirt made, man. Bring back the OGs.
Hey, come on.
Bring back the OGs.
Hey,
That's gonna be a new shirt.
We'll wear it on the podcast.
Daily deposit. We gonna drop it. You feel me? But yeah, it kind of.
I was in some situations, I'm not sure you know 3. Y'all know 3.
Yeah.
Like I was doing some stuff in 3. Like, hey, Ray. Like, nah, bro, it ain't even that serious. Like, nah, you can just ride with me tonight. Because sometimes when you're young. and you feel like somebody done tried you.
Yeah,
The biggest
but
word tried me.
that's a lot
you
in
don't
this
think
generation.
about the consequence. You just think about
They
right
tried
now. Yeah. That's where all them OGs come in like, hey, bro, nah, it ain't that serious. Like, let's go over here, come out, get something to eat, and just talk about it.
That's
That's
the emotional
needed.
intelligence.
So going back to that favorite part of it, I believe when you look at social media and the things we see, that stuff kind of get concrete in the mind, and as a result, I can't say it make us unfaithful, but I definitely believe it play a part because we seeing all these for like, bro got a Benz, bro got this. So, bro, I want to be on top too. So if I need to be unfaithful to my homeboy or whatever to go get that, that's what I'm finna do.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, nobody stand on principles. Like, when I came up, I'm not crossing nobody in my circle to get ahead because it don't mean nothing.
Right.
I don't care about no celebration. Like, shoot, you got to run your race. He might get 30 million, shoot, I might get 10, but at least I made it. I ain't got to cross nobody. I can sleep at night. You know what I'm saying?
Building
Like,
each
it
other,
ain't that
yeah.
serious. Yeah, like, I want to sleep at night. I don't want to have to walk out the door and look both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, for real.
But see,
that's more mentally draining than even just like
but
anything else.
easy. Draining your energy, trying to. First off, it's draining to even try to keep up with somebody. Like, bro, just run your own race.
Come on.
We all can win. Like, I promise
We
you,
all
bro,
gonna
it's
win.
money everywhere.
We all gonna win.
Think about the old people, man, that work and got those pensions, bro. They worked their way up. They got their pensions. A lot of them got land, but they built their foundation as they was working. Nowadays, people don't want to build their foundation while they working. You can have a job and you can be an entrepreneur. You can be working, you get off, you can go do your entrepreneur stuff.
Man, people don't want to work no more.
I was about
man.
to say, but people don't even want to invest that type of time no more.
Yeah,
It's just
people
like,
don't
I
wanna.
need instant.
Hey man, I need to be a superstar right now. Roll, hey, where your TikTok at?
Right. And
Come on.
look, I ain't saying that it can't be instant because we living in a day and age now, like you literally can be famous overnight.
No.
I'm gonna tell
You
you something.
disagree?
Yeah, I do. Cause we got. I'm not. This is what we got to realize.
Sorry,
right?
we off
These
topic
folks-
a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
we are.
hey,
These folks just ain't making. Like, how you saying you right? But these people who say they blow up last night,
It
these
ain't
folk
happening
been,
like over.
Nah,
Yeah,
these
I
folk
get
work
what
for
you're saying.
10. Them folk been working.
Have you ever been
You
to
can't
another
cheat
country?
it.
I have not.
Time. Hold on. I gotta say this. One thing you can't do with the grind, you can't cheat it. You know what you put in.
Boy.
Regardless. At the end of the day, the grind know what you put in.
Well, you need to get a shirt made. With
For
that.
real though. I mean, that's something that I live by. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause that technically put me at the point where my career, just football wise, right? Where I can say all this stuff, I can act, going on, beat on my chest.
Right.
But when I line up, if I win on my shit,
You
this
gonna
man
know
gonna
it.
embarrass me.
Facts. And they're gonna be in the highlight, believe that.
You can't do it. You feel me? You can't run from it.
And Quez ain't got no bad take now, I was just saying.
I don't got no bad take. God been great, like I said. I don't got no bad take. Cause we can play.
The generation is different though. Like, I think about, bro, when we came home, like, the first thing we do, we're gonna get a haircut and we're gonna go work out. We're gonna go to the field,
That's
work
a
out.
fact.
Every day we home, we're gonna do something. We're gonna run, we're gonna kick, we're gonna do something. But these kids nowadays, they come home, they wanna put on their stuff, they wanna ride around. Like, bro.
Gotta show me in the scat.
Yeah,
Right,
you gotta, look, the grind will come before all that, bro. Like,
And I ain't saying don't have good stuff.
Yeah.
That ain't what we saying here. I just want to put that out there.
yeah, but you still gotta grind.
Man, you gotta put that work in.
Right. And Quay was saying not cheat yourself. I'm a firm believer in if you cheat yourself, you definitely gonna cheat the world, if that makes sense. Like,
gonna show, bro.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do what it takes to get what you need to get. And I know for me personally, like my background story, like I mentioned earlier in the podcast, being a reporter, I promise you, people see me on TV now and you're like, yeah, bro, good, bro, report well. Nobody have, and I never shared this like really publicly, but nobody have no idea that I literally have to get in the mirror sometime and literally report to myself to become, like Quest, and not cheating yourself, working behind the scenes. So when I get on TV, that presentation shows off to the people.
So I mean, not to cut you off,
Yeah.
but elaborate on that because I all right. So like I said, I went to Michigan State, so I lived Tweed County. I lived Middle Georgia, 18. I ain't really come back till I was like 30. You know what I'm saying? I came back.
Yeah, from time
you
to
feel
time.
me?
Yeah.
But I ain't really come back full time, be here like full time until I came and played for the Falcons, and I was 30. So like when I left, you was my backup.
I was.
You know what I'm saying? And you was good.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when I came back, obviously you went a different route, and hey, you on TV now, doing great. Like I tell you all the time, I'm super proud of you.
Oh, for sure, I appreciate it, bro.
Just because, just me personally, we don't really get to see. No disrespect. I just seen Frank Malloy growing up.
Oh, yeah, that-
on 13.
Frank
You know
is
what I'm
all I
saying?
grew
That's
up
the only
watching.
person
You know
we
what I'm saying?
see.
That's my mentor.
And
Yeah, real talk.
You feel me? And white guy, you know what I'm saying? We didn't really get to see anybody of color in those positions. Now, when I came back and seen you, he came back and interviewed me. Like I told him, like, hey, that
Surprised me to be real with
you feel me? And I was proud just because, I brought my friends who I'm playing with now in the NFL, and I can be able to have a conversation like, yeah, they were my teammate.
Right.
He now on TV. He now impacting kids and letting these kids know, hey, what you doing is important. What you doing is you on the right track. Believe in yourself, because hey, I was in the same thing. So like for me, this is what is Work Wednesday is based on. Like the journey is ever going. That's the beauty thing in it. Like a lot of things in this destination, we think like the destination. Like you think like, oh, I'm gonna get to the NFL. I'm gonna get to be on TV. I'm gonna get that. But really, it's the journey to get you to that point. Because what made you make the decision like, oh, I'm gonna be on TV. I'm gonna be a reporter.
So to be real, and I know we got to move on to the next topic, but I always knew I wanted to be a reporter. So, but the things that came with reporting, I'll be honest with y'all, I ain't asked for like motivating the youth, helping them. Like I just knew I wanted to report, and so I actually I worked behind the scenes for I know a strong 5 or 6 years before I even seen a TV screen.
Think about this, not to cut you off. Think about Eric Spoelstra. Look where he came from. He was a film guy, became a head coach.
Come on.
So, not cutting you off, but we never know where these small behind-the-scene paths will take us.
Facts.
You just have to, once again, run your race
Put your head down.
and stay in your lane.
Come on.
You never know, bro. You can run into Stephen A. Smith, hey, I do this and that, and he can bring you on to work on ESPN on the back, and you blow it. Things like that really do happen.
Happen all the time.
And that's why I believe in, again, alluding back to what Qued says earlier, not cheating yourself. You know what I'm saying? Studying. I had to, it's people like Stephen A. Smith that I have studied, like, because I'm a sports reporter too.
Have you seen the new deal he's trying to get?
Oh, yeah, I have.
$25 million a year?
I mean, I'm going to say he deserves it, but I'm going to move past that.
Listen,
let's talk about that, though. Let's talk about that.
$25 million to do what black people have been doing in barbershops for over 60 years.
Nah, more than that. They've been doing that for centuries.
Centuries, just talking about sports, bro. $25 million. You tell me every day I can get up. I ain't put on that Shannon Sharp makeup. I'm putting on makeup.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Don't do my dog like that.
Hey,
Don't do my dog like that.
No disrespect.
Don't do
Shay
shit like
it
that.
too. But get up, put on a suit, and talk about sports, bro. Like, I can go and watch sports. I can take notes, and I can talk about this forever. He told me he's going to pay me $25. Well, they offer him 18, but he said he's trying to get $25 million. But he know his worth.
They offer that boy 18.
Would you want to know why they offer him? He trying to get more?
Why?
Because him and Shannon Sharp, somebody else, they can go start a show, and it's going to do what it do now.
Who's to know that they ain't doing that right now? I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I don't know that. I have no confirmation, but let's be real. A lot of folks say, and no disrespect to Stephen A. Smith, but a lot of folks say, yeah, he lied and all of this, but you still watch him. His ratings still, the first take rating out of this roof. If we being rude. So whatever he doing, it's selling to viewers. Yeah. I'm going to say that. But kind of, like I said, back to my career, I didn't know that I would be on TV. I went in and soaked everything up. Like, as a matter of fact, I got hired at Fox 24. That's where I started my career. And I remember my boss, man, God bless him. I mean, he's still here with us, but he moved on to another career. I told him, I never forget in the interview, I said, brother, if you just give me a chance, you will not regret it. And when that man called me and said I was hired, I promise you, from that point forward, it was a wrap. I soaked up literally everything. Like, I know how to shoot. Like, I could shoot this podcast. I know how to report. Like, I know how to do it all. So, and learning all of that, it has enabled me now to grow and help the kids. Like, it's so many kids. Like, y'all know I do a game changer segment every Friday highlighting kids around Middle Georgia. When I brought Game Changers to my station, I never knew it would be as big as it is now. But I kid you not, when I'm going to highlight these kids, I have actually had teachers in tears, parents in tears saying how much Game Changers is needed. Now, me not even knowing that, I'm just trying to create something to help these kids, motivate them.
Your purpose.
Right, walking in my purpose. And to be real, I was just throwing something out. I knew I wanted to help people. I knew I had a purpose, but I didn't know where Game Changers was going. And so now I'm getting young guys now when I highlight them, they calling me, hey, bro, could you come to my graduation? When I come to certain stuff, I don't even know they there. They looking and finding me, hugging me. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't even got to say a word, but when you come and embrace me and hug me, they let me know I had a positive impact in your life. And I remember having a phone conversation with Quez about this. Quez said, man, you're doing something bigger than what you even realize.
Yeah, that's true. I was just about to say that.
And I was like, I guess I am. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I just know I want to help.
See, it's a different, man, and we don't promote racism. We like
absolutely
But it's
not.
a different when somebody that looks like you is reporting. That's why I got a lot of respect for Big Marv.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Big Marv,
Another
man.
mentor.
Marv James.
Big
Another
Marv,
mentor.
dude.
Shout out to
Big Marv.
Marv James, man.
Yeah, Big Marv, bro.
Rolled on my life.
I'm gonna tell y'all this little story. So, Marv
Go.
used to always, like, even since I was in middle school, he was telling people, like, oh, man, this boy here, man. He's just I got a lot of respect for Marv because when Marv was on his weight loss journey, and I was still at One Ride playing, bro, Marv used to be out there. We'd be practicing, bro. It'd be hot, hot. I see Marv out there running hills, bro. Like, he's an athlete. Like, and I just was like, dang, Marv. He's like, I want to lose this weight, and I want to be the best at what I do. So I have to. He was like, I had to work out like this because I feel like I'm getting ahead of all the other broadcasters, and I'm also getting my body in shape. He literally used to be running hills, bro, in the hot sun, bro. From that, I had a lot of respect for Marv for that.
Shout out to Marv, man.
Yeah,
you know how
And
I
he was
feel about you.
consistent
We
with it,
text
bro,
each
for like
other.
a whole
Shout out to
year, bro.
Marv
He was
James.
consistent with that. And what you saying about the mirror, bro, like, this how y'all know we racist. Jake Paul, he said, man, he didn't, before he became YouTube and all that, he said he used to go look in the mirror every day and just say, man, I want to be famous. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but he would talk to himself in the mirror and look at himself like he want to be famous. He don't know how he going to get there, but he got to start doing what he's doing. And he was like, he kept doing it, and then he started getting around people, and the opportunities just came.
So
Manifestation is real.
100%.
Oh, no, for real.
100%. So, question, I know you said you was 5-6 years grinding, head down work, right? And what point did Buddy come to you? I mean, when you went to Buddy and it was like, give me a shot. Like, at what point did you feel confident enough I can do it?
To be on TV?
Yeah.
So
obviously you working for, for that time period.
So actually, believe it or not, I got my start on TV at 13 WMAZ. And I was out on a live shot with Frank Malloy one day. And me and him were just talking about broadcasting and, me just loving what I do. And he was just like, Carlos, I think you should give it a try. And I'm like, Frank, nah, I mean, that's easy for you to say, somebody with 40 plus years in Middle Georgia. Like, I mean, no disrespect to Frank, because I love him to death. But
Frank
it's
great.
like, man, legendary Frank Malloy telling me I should give broadcasting a chance.
That's because he's seen something in you, man.
Yeah.
He ain't going to tell you that for no reason.
Right. And that's what I realized. I'm like, he telling me that, man, he actually see something I don't see. So I got to get up here and I got to at least try. So they decided to give me a chance on Football Friday night, reporting sports. And long story short, I got on Football Friday night and the rest is in history. And went back to Fox 24. And that's when I came with the Game Changer segment, and bro, it just been go time ever since. Like, that's why I can't relate. And nothing against, if you was spoiled growing up, I ain't got nothing against you. That between you and your family. But for me, I was never spoiled growing up. Like, my dad always made sure you gonna have a work ethic. You gonna know how to get it out the mud. And I'm not saying that I would raise my kids like that, because obviously I'm 10 steps ahead now.
Yeah. That's all they knew.
Right. That's all my dad knew. So I respect him for that. But he showed me how to grind, and me grinding got me to where I am. So I never really had to, how do I say it? I fought through a lot to get where I'm at, but it was well worth the fight. And so I guess I'm going to go ahead and dive right into, we talking about fighting. So let's just talk about Ryan Garcia and Tank. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about this whole ordeal?
I mean, Tank, to me, and Tank on that Mayweather, man. He next level. My only thing, so, all right, I am a fan of boxing. I watch boxing, so like I love Tank. Like
I watch it here and there.
you feel me? Just he got a switch, and he got his mentality. Now, my only caveat, what I didn't like about Tank was he wasn't disciplined, cause super talented, and you know how it is when you talented, you get a little lazy.
You lack a lot of stuff,
You know what I'm saying? But
You feel like you can take easy on certain things.
Yeah,
But
but
he definitely there now, though.
Oh, nah. So by him, obviously, I don't know if he Muslim now.
Okay.
And, I know we're going to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
religion
yeah,
or whatever.
we
So
are.
I've been, that's another conversation.
That's a big one now.
But he is a Muslim now. Now, the thing that I have been around, I have been blessed to be around quite a few Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I say about them is they super disciplined. Mm-hmm. And that's something that Tank lacked by him going to that faith, and it showed this last fight where
he mentioned it too when they was doing the I think they was sitting there and he was just saying like, he was telling Frank like, man, you go out, you party, and Frank like, yeah, I'm living life. He was like, Tank, you working extra hard for me? Like, no, man, this is what I do.
Come on.
He like, I don't need all that. I don't need all that.
Cause it to the point where if you like, kind of what you were saying, Carlos, like if you love what you do, it's gonna be easy. And
right.
That's the thing what you see with Tank. Right. Kind of the same thing with Floyd. Like the matter with Floyd. Like they say Floyd used to go out. He don't drink, but he in the club drinking Coca-Cola. After the club, he running home. Like that type. That's a whole different type of discipline.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And Tank. He obviously didn't show it like this past fight with Frank, and I think Frank a great fighter. I just think he a little too early to match. You sometimes you get in there with a monster, man. That's the luck of the draw. That's the whole point of you. Like I'm saying, you can't cheat the grind. You go in there and attack whatever it is, and whatever the however the ball, however the cookie crumble.
Right.
After how it go. So I like Tank. Huge fan of Tank. Do I want to see him and Ryan Garcia fight again?
For sure.
I do. I don't think it's gonna happen though.
At what, 140?
It got to be at 140. It got to be at what Tank say. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Who you taking?
I'm taking.
If they fight again, who you taking?
If I'm taking Tank.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm always
Tank is he a better and smarter fighter.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm always take Tank. Mm-hmm. If you don't know Tank's story, just go listen to it. He got something in him, bro. Like his why is different than a lot of these guys. Okay. A lot of these guys just see the diamonds and all the stuff. They want that fame, but that was his only way out.
Yeah.
He told his coach Kevin, like Kevin was finna close the gym down because he was going broke. Bro. He's like, I ain't got no money. Tank told him, Coach, please believe in me. This all I got. All the other fighters around Tank, they dead, bro.
Come on.
So his why is different. That's why I feel like he ain't gonna lose, bro.
Yeah.
It's something about that why, man. For certain people, when you know why you doing what you doing. Like for me, my why is my family. I mean, obviously, God first and foremost for anything that I do, I'm putting Him first. But my why I have done so much is because I know, like, I got nieces, little mentees looking up to me. So I have a bigger why. Like you get to a certain point in life where you realize it's bigger than you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the selfish part of you got to go. And I ain't ashamed to admit it. Like just as a man, like I struggled when I first kind of got in my career and I continued to grow. I did struggle with the selfish part because I was like, man, we all face obstacles in our career where we just like, bro, like I loved it, but man, I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah. And so bringing back accountability partners, having people in your life to say, Carlos, it's bigger than you, bro. You got kids who need you out here, who need you to motivate them, and you like that light for them to show them the way out. You know what I'm saying? So I love what I do, but I feel like that has been my why as to why I keep going. I don't know what y'all why is particularly, but that's my why.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, we got to get back to as a culture, like, our why. If you think about it, man, men, high value men, back as we was growing up, like, just say for instance, my granddad, bro. I didn't meet my granddad because he died early, but I know what my granddaddy did. I seen the house, the land and stuff that he provided for my mom and them and gave them
Right.
He left a legacy on them.
Foundation.
And I think as a culture, bro, we got to stop like living for today and like let me make sure I build this for my kids and other people. So look at how my family live. Don't look at how I live.
Right.
That's how it was built. As I'm sure Quiz know, because his grandparents like that's how it was built. Look at how my family live. Not look at what I wear. Look at how much money. Look at how my family live.
Right.
But that shows the true definition of like, okay, this is what somebody has done for them.
Facts.
Yeah, you look at every old person, man, that really was a high value guy and really took care of their family. They left something. They left something for them. Or you hear somebody say, "Man, your granddad sure was a good guy," or years, 30 years later, people still talk about him.
Right. They do my grandparent like that now. Like
that's how I see stuff, bro. Like because material stuff get old. We all know that.
Yeah.
I'm big on loyalty, integrity, trust. I'm big on all of that, man. What are you doing? My pastor has said is, what are you doing when nobody ain't looking? I'm big on that. You know what I'm saying? Like for when I'm mentoring these young guys, I can't sit here and tell them something I ain't doing.
Come on.
And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I haven't done that before because I have, but that thought came in my head like, Carlos, you out here motivating them and you slipping here. Bro, you can't be telling them to do it and you ain't doing it. So I think, again, man, accountability, having the right people around you, man, it makes a world of difference. And I just think this generation, and when I say this generation, I mean, I'm young too, don't get me wrong, and I ain't saying that we all perfect, we done did it right, because obviously we done had obstacles to get what we need to get, but I just think that they get a sense of entitlement, like somebody owed them something, and the world don't owe you nothing, bro. Like,
Crush you up and spit you out.
right.
That's the first thing that you really got to know, that nobody owe you nothing. So if you wake up, like I said, if you wake up, you hear this message, you seeing this right now, be grateful, have a grateful heart. And by you being grateful, that adds more, way more. Just me, man, I say this all the time when I, have talks with my mentees and just, kids that I possibly run across or, inspire or something. I tell them all the time, like, if somebody come tell you that they knew me and I wanted to be a football player, they'll lie. By me just being grateful and just thankful for the opportunities, it added up to more. It ended up being way better than whatever I dreamed it was, man.
Hey, kind of like Jesus said, I was good at it, nigga.
It's crazy though how fame bring people, because I know a lot of people now, they go around, and I hear this from other people like, yeah, my cousin on the news. But 10 years ago when I went on the news,
They weren't saying that.
Guess what though?
I ain't need no Carlos. Like, he was nobody to me. Like,
people love to see you shining, but they don't want to see a diamond when it's down in the dirt.
Nah, that ain't how that work though.
crazy.
But that what you gotta kind of like you said, look yourself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
when you wake up every day, when you brush your teeth in the morning,
Right.
Hey, though you had that self-talk to whatever you want to accomplish, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to constantly remind yourself because, like what Shad just said, these folks, man, everybody want to relate to a runner. You know what I'm saying?
Pat, boy.
Everybody want to relate
that's
to the
real.
winner. Everybody want to be, you feel me, front line when everything good. But when stuff get tricky, you know what I mean? When stuff get, it ain't high once per scene,
Right.
you feel me? That when the, you know what I mean? That when the truth come out. That when the, you know what I mean? That when the actually the cream rises.
You
feel
find
me?
out the real.
You actually find the real from the, you know what I'm saying, the pasta. So yeah. So
Man, this has been, bro, we don't talk about so much.
yeah,
Five different things, ain't it?
Yeah.
I know we probably got off topic on a couple of them, if I'm being honest, but you know what I'm saying? I really hope that whoever was watching this was something insightful for people at home. I mean, it's gonna be a lot more stuff that in our future episodes that we're gonna talk about, like what I would categorize as church behavior. You know, I can't wait to get in that conversation with Quid, because we done talked about this kind of like offline. So like he kind of came tough at me about it. So I'm ready for this one.
did I though?
You did.
I mean, this is just. I don't think I did. I just told the truth.
He told
the truth.
He told what he believed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what I believe. You know what I'm saying?
But,
so it ain't no love lost.
The truth. How bro started out the
The
year.
truth will set you free.
When how bro started out the year, Cat Williams. The truth don't need no motivation.
It don't
right.
at all.
I'm just gonna open your eye. That's it.
We're gonna do the same for each other. I can't wait. I know Shaw got some stuff to say too. But no, this was an insightful conversation, guys. First episode. What y'all thoughts?
I thought it was great, man. It's a great location. We down here on Popular Street. Shout out to Imagine 584. Hey, they got a great facility here. If you're in the Macon, Georgia area, Middle Georgia area, definitely pull up.
Come through.
Come on, man.
Tap in.
Oh yeah, definitely a great vibe, great atmosphere. Thank you, Gary, once again for all your behind the scenes work.
Show Gary.
Everything.
GWP. He took it out my mind.
Come
man.
on now.
Everybody know GWP.
Come on, you got to tap in if you don't know.
What your shirt say, Gary? Turn around, smile more. What the back say? Smile more. Don't let that shit ruin you.
Come on, man.
That's real, man.
Hey, for real.
Real stuff, man.
And shout out to Fatty's Pizza.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Hey.
Wings, no wings in that piece.
Hey, man, fire, fresh. And shout out my boy Kevin,
Right.
battle rapper who dropped it off.
You
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy. No, you got to shout out to the boy. Hey, don't worry about when y'all saw me drop my mixtape. Shout out to Kevin.
Nah, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited we got to do this in Macon. You know, we did some stuff in Atlanta. You weren't there, Carlos.
Right.
This stuff, but it's exciting to see like the downtown Macon area come back.
Come on, man.
It's alive. I don't know if a lot of people know, but Macon won the #1 city in the country for the restoration. The cities is coming back alive. The economy is thriving. Like so, I mean, I just want Macon to be
Shout
back.
out to
like
the Max.
Mactown.
People don't know. Macon was where James Brown, all the famous singers used to come, man.
Lil Richard.
Some of them
Lil
have
Richard,
no idea.
Everybody.
Shout out Lil Richard. His auntie was my kindergarten teacher, Miss Hill.
Wow. So
That's a bar.
man, shout out to y'all, man.
Man, we're
Like,
Wednesday.
yeah,
We finally got this. We've been, you feel me?
Talking forever.
Hey, man, I'm going to just say this because we dealing with a superstar, and it ain't me.
Well, who it is?
Ray.
Sure.
It Ray. Because Ray, Ray was the kid. Ray was the LeBron kid. They got paid. He got paid. Shoe, clothes. I'm just saying. He'll get NIL before.
Man, crazy.
Hey, I'm upset.
That's why he didn't say too much on the NIL deals conversation out there.
For real though. I'm upset. I ain't get paid
Hey,
at all.
Listen.
When it came to signing day, I had to make sure that y'all make sure y'all get this and don't change y'all mind.
I remember this. Hey, look, this is a conversation I remember. Mr. Wines, there's a lot of money in high school football.
Crazy.
But think about that. This was in what?
2007.
Come on, man.
So imagine what it is now.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a whole
Come
nother
on,
podcast
man.
right there.
Bro,
That's
it's
a whole
so
nother
crazy now. I went down there. I got a whole care package. Like in college, they get care package. You
Yeah.
get care package, gloves,
Care package.
shirts, everything in the box.
Yeah.
The whole care package. Slide through the window of the equipment room.
Okay.
I had no idea. Yeah, that's another podcast.
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna
gonna
get
talk
out of
about
here,
that
man.
another
We appreciate y'all for watching Work Wednesday, man. Like we
in.
told you earlier, this is just to give insight to people who are trying to get in the professional world, man. Just having some insightful conversation, giving y'all some motivation. So we appreciate y'all for watching, man. Catch us on the next episode. Peace.